Have you ever wondered how your net worth stacks up against your peers? I've done the research and I'm going to share with you the average net worth numbers for households in the US based on data from the Federal Reserve. If you're new to this channel, I'm Matt, I'm a finance consultant. I've spent over 8 years working for one of the top consulting companies in London. I now run my own company, and on this channel I talk all things personal finance. So before we get going, it's worth explaining what net worth is and how it's calculated. It's the calculation of what you own, your assets, minus what you owe, your debts and liabilities. So for example, if you had a $350,000 house, $50,000 in your pension and $10,000 in cash in a bank account, then you would have a total of $410,000 worth of assets. However, for your net worth, you would need to subtract any debts that you had. So if you had a $250,000 mortgage and $2,000 worth of credit card debt, then the total net worth would actually be the $410,000 minus the $252,000, equaling a total net worth of $158,000. You can use an online net worth calculator to help you calculate your own net worth. The key categories of net worth are firstly physical wealth, which includes things like the value of any cars that you own or household possessions such as jewellery, watches, electronics or expensive furniture. Secondly, property wealth, which includes your home or main residence, and then any other properties that you might own, such as rental properties or a holiday home. It's the value of these properties minus any mortgage debt. Thirdly is the value of your pension wealth and investments, and fourthly is your financial wealth from things like savings, stocks and shares, and any other financial investments that you might have, minus any financial liabilities like credit card debts or personal loans. Importantly, it's not to be confused with earned income, which is your paycheck or your salary that you earn each month. You could be earning over $100,000 a year, but if you spend it all rather than saving, investing and having assets, then your net worth is going to be zero. According to the most recent report released in October last year, the overall average net worth for US households is just over $1 million. You're probably thinking, that's a lot of money. That's because affluent households drive the average up. If you look at the median or middle point value, which is a better representation of the everyday person, the overall median net worth for US households is just over $192,000. It's probably made you breathe a little easier. In this video, we're going to be looking at the average and median net worth figures for US households. So let's get going and start with the net worth for people aged between 18 and 24. For a lot of people at this age, they're either in or finishing college and university, they're just starting their career, and they've often got large amounts of student debt to pay back. The median net worth for this age group is around $10,000 and the average net worth is around $112,000. And then for people aged between 25 and 29 who are just starting their careers, the median net worth is over $31,000 and the average net worth is just over $120,000. In the 30s age group, net worth starts to increase more rapidly. The median net worth almost triples to over $88,000 and the average net worth doubles to $258,000. And then by 35 to 39, net worth increases again, with the median net worth increasing to $138,000 and the average net worth is now over $500,000. In the late 40s and 50s age groups, again we see big increases in net worth. This is where people's pensions and investments have grown. They've likely owned and held property which has appreciated in value over time, and they might also own businesses which has also contributed to their net worth. It's also the age groups where on average they earn the most amount of money they will do over their lifetime, so they're able to save, invest and grow their wealth at a much faster rate. For the age group between 45 and 49, the median net worth is $213,000 and the average net worth is almost $782,000. And then if you go up to the 55 to 59 age group, the median net worth is $321,000 and the average net worth is now $1.44 million. Typically, property and pension make up the highest proportion of net worth for these age groups. Between late 60s and early 70s, net worth peaks and then gradually starts decreasing from early to mid 70s when pension and retirement spending is increasing. Often at this point, people are turning their investment strategies from wealth appreciation to wealth preservation to support their retirement plans. For people aged between 65 and 69, the median net worth is over $393,000 and the average net worth is over 1.83 million. For the 70 to 74 age group, the median net worth continues to increase to over $438,000, but the average net worth starts to decrease and is now 1.71 million. And then for the 75 to 79 age group, the median net worth decreases to 338,000 and the average net worth also continues to decrease to 1.62 million, and that trend continues for the over 80 category. You might have spotted some correlations in the data. There's a strong correlation between age and wealth. As age increases, so does net worth up until retirement age, and then it starts to gradually decline. There's also a correlation between education and wealth. The median net worth of people in the US with a college degree is over $464,000, while the median net worth of people with no high school diploma is only $38,000. And then another point to note is that the data is covering all US states, and the average net worth varies greatly when you look across the US. For example, in California, the median net worth for an individual is over $85,000, while in Oklahoma, the median net worth is just over $19,000. If you're looking at these numbers and thinking, well, I'm nowhere close to the net worth figures for my age group, or you're just wondering how to build and increase your own net worth, I'm going to share 5 tips for how you can do this. The first one is on how you manage your income and expenses and stopping the cycle of lifestyle inflation. As you earn more money, you spend more money. Many of the people who have large wealth aren't actually the same people who spend lots of money on designer clothes, sports cars, multiple holidays abroad. If you can do your best to keep your expenses at a similar level or within your means while your income goes up, you'll find you're able to grow your wealth at a much faster rate. One of the things I found really helpful was to have an income and expenses tracker. It helped me to set a goal on where I wanted to get to identify what I could save and invest, and it also helped me to target to reduce the cost of large monthly expenses so I could manage my budget to be within my means each month. Second is to pay off any high interest debts that you have, such as credit card debts, car loans, personal loans, or student debt. It's very difficult to build your savings and your wealth if you have high interest debt. It can often feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck. Your income comes in, you pay your rent, you pay your bills, you pay off any credit card interest, and then at the end of the month you find you haven't got any money left to save and invest. So if you have any high interest debt, make it a priority to pay it off as soon as possible. Start by listing any debts that you have with an interest rate of greater than 7% and pay off the highest interest rate first. The third point is to save at least 20% of your annual income and to put it into your pension and investments. If you haven't done this already, start by opening a tax-free investment account such as a Roth IRA and maximize any employer match pension benefits like 401k. Fourth is to focus on ways to increase your income so you're able to save more each month. There are a few ways to do this. One way is by investing in yourself to increase your skills so you're more valuable in the job market, either to be able to negotiate a higher salary or to be able to move to a higher paying job. For example, if you're currently a waiter in a restaurant and you manage to save up $500 and you take that money and you pay for a sales course, which enables you to get a sales job paying you more money. If you're then able to add the ability to do marketing on top while you're doing your sales job, then you're now able to run an ad campaign, get customer leads in, and close sales. Your earning potential has just gone up tenfold compared to the pay you were getting as a waiter. Another way to increase your income is to start a side hustle business. There are lots of videos on YouTube and online giving ideas of what you can start from scratch, and many of these don't require lots of startup money to get going with yourself. For example, it could be teaching a short course online about how to edit photos, which you can do on platforms such as Udemy. Have a think about what strengths and skills you already have which could help you to earn some additional money on the side. And the fifth and final point is to invest with a long-term mindset. The trend for most people is that net worth increases as you get older, and it's essential to be as consistent as you can with your investments so that compound interest can do its job in helping your money grow over the long term. If someone who is 30 were to invest $500 per month over a 35-year period, assuming an average annual rate of return of 8%, they would have just over $1 million by 65. That's pretty good going. The earlier you can save and invest, the more benefit you can get from compounding your investments. The other part to this is acquiring assets which grow in value over the long term. If you look at some of the wealthiest people in the world, people like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, their wealth is not based on having cash in the bank, it's based on the value of the assets they own. They've acquired assets such as businesses or property, and their wealth grows from the equity value increasing and also from the assets generating income. And that income is then reinvested in buying more assets, and that cycle keeps compounding, growing the size and value of their assets and wealth. So these are my top 5 tips for helping you grow your net worth and wealth. I hope this video has been helpful. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments and give the video a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.